Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Allen, and welcome to On the Air. Took a little break on Monday morning because the power was out, but I'm back. Tonight, everything's on the table. If you'd like to contribute, tweet me at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio. Or if you have Skype, go in, search Mike Allen Sports, send me an invite, I'll see it, and you can be on the air with me. Discussing everything, Donald Sterling, the draft, politics, heck, I don't know, anything else that comes to mind. Might even have a guest stop by or two. Well, welcome to the show. Let's get her going. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Did you know that 50 is the new 30? There's a new book that just came out called Women's and Lemons. Your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. And although written for the Quintastic woman specifically, it is a must-read book for all women. You will need to order the Women's and Lemons Adventure Journal too for the interactive action steps. You won't be able to put this book down and your life will never be the same. Begin your adventure today and be determined to live and enjoy your dream. Order the book and the adventure journal on Amazon.com today. Women's and Lemons. Your time really is now. Grab a hold of those lemons and squeeze all the juice that life has to offer you.
Do you want to be healthy, happy, and fit? Are you tired of being tired and looking to improve your lifestyle? Well, Fitvation.com is for you. It's a site full of useful tips and articles about fitness, health, and beauty for both men and women. They also do some really useful equipment reviews. So no matter what you need to boost your fitness, Fitvation's got it. Check it out, because you matter.
You want to lose weight, gain energy and performance, age more youthfully, or enhance your skin at the cellular level? Then Isogenics is for you. Simply take a portion of your grocery budget and put it towards your health. I understand life gets busy, but there is no better time to pursue your health goals than with Isogenics today. Barry Oxford would like to set up an appointment with you to answer any questions and help you better understand why Isogenics and why now. Please visit his website at www.barryoxford.isogenics.com. That's BARRYOXFORD.ISAGENIX.com to either buy products or sign up. Save 33% if you act right now. This message brought to you by Barry Oxford, your Isogenics independent associate. Okay, welcome to the show. All the views and opinions expressed tonight are mine and mine alone. If you have a complaint, send it to MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. Or if you really have a complaint, if you feel that strongly about it, tweet me at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio. Or if you'd like to come on the air, well, get on Skype. Look for Mike Allen Sports, and you can come on and argue with me about it. Tell me why I'm wrong. Well, what a week. We got a bunch of storms come through, all good for me, because that means I don't have to water my lawn as much anymore, because all the rain did it for me. But I've been having a battle with my homeowners association. Now I understand the concept behind homeowners associations. Of course, you want to keep your neighborhood looking good, and you want your home and the homes around you to have a certain aesthetics to it, so that you can keep your neighborhood clean and say, I get that. I get it. But when you have a area with no amenities, we have zero amenities in my neighborhood. Amenities by I mean like a pool, park for the kids to go play in, like a party room or a pavilion. Some places have a place that you can rent out and have barbecues and parties at. A lot of times they have a pool. All we have are 2 entrances to our neighborhood that come off of 685 here in Hutto. And we have a small patch of ground between my house and the house next door that's basically a storm drain for the parking lots from the high school that all drain through. Those are the only 2 things that our homeowners association pays somebody to come take care of. And they pay a lawn service to come make sure those are trimmed and everything. Now, there are well over 400 houses occupied, owned in our neighborhood. And of those, and every year we pay $85 for the entire year. My $85, that $185 will pay that lawn service maybe 3 months. So myself and 5 other homes pay for, but I've been living here since almost 10 years. So that's $850 just from my home alone. Unless we're paying them like a buttload of money to mow less than 40 yards worth of property, I don't know why the homeowners association is collecting all these fees and fines and money. Now, my yard, I got to admit, it from the drought and everything, it had some hard times. A couple of times I've been working, so I haven't been able to mow it, but it's not overgrown. It's not dragging down the property value of anybody else's home. It's clean. I don't have trash out in front of it. It's been mowed, but every week, without fail, I'll get a $50 fine sent to me in the mail by certified mail. Now, they say they do that by law, that they have to send it certified mail, but I found out that no, they don't. They only send it certified mail as a last resort if they can't maintain contact with the homeowner. It's not I call them, talk about what's going on, and then 2 days later get a certified letter. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'm up to about $1,000 in lawn fees. And this isn't like I'm overgrown and I've got sticks and fallen branches and all that stuff. I'm talking about little tufts of grass between the sidewalk or my driveway. Just the weeds that come up. Yeah, that. $50 every week. Every week, like clockwork. And this last one that I got, right before I told them I've killed all my grass and reseeded, it was right after 3 days of rain. Nobody had mowed their lawn yet. My neighbor hadn't mowed his lawn. I didn't mow my lawn. I wasn't off till that weekend. Got another $50 fine. So I just stopped picking them up from the post office. I just don't even mess with them. I send him when I get a little thing in the mailbox that says I have a certified. I just email him. Look, I'm not going to go pick up your letter. Now, I don't know if anybody else out there has that problem with homeowners associations. Again, ours is out of control, with me anyway. I don't know, and I've heard nothing but complaints from my neighbors. I don't think what it does is it creates undue stress on the homeowner. It creates undue financial stress over something that's not out of control in our neighborhood. And here's the thing, and the guy next to me has 3 families living in a 3-bedroom home, 3 full families. He's got like 5. He parks his cars in front of my house, and I get dinged for it. And you can't do that per our homeowners association. But I've asked him numerous times, "Have you gotten any warnings or anything?" Nope, nothing. Just me, just a single guy with the dog, getting hammered about his yard every week without fail. He even and the guy's so snarky too when he gets on there. Well, Mr. Allen, if you just use some weed killer, it's like no kidding. Use weed killer. What do you think I'm doing? But anyway, I'm going to get off that because I don't know if anybody else out there has that problem. But it gets to a point. It gets to a point where you're just It's so frustrating because it's, your neighbors. If a neighbor's complaining about my home and is driving and it's not the homeowners association, it's the management company that the homeowners association hired. So it's not my friends and neighbors, it's this management company. It's just hammering me. Just hammering me. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep living and mowing my lawn, I guess, and I guess it's going to come to a head sometime. So see how that works. I've went and I've gotten in contact with a lawyer, talked to him about it, and apparently they can't take your home just on lawn violations. It's got to be like fees that you owe. Like amenities, yearly dues and stuff like that. But I'm all caught up on my dues, so it's, I don't know. I guess he wants a golf course before he lays off. But I'm thinking about running for the board, getting on the board, and then making a motion to kill it. Because I think I would get a lot of support. Just to get rid of the home. Our city has ordinance officers that go out, and if your lawn is too high or if your lawn isn't mowed and edged, they'll give you a warning, but they're not as aggressive. They're not near as aggressive as homeowners associations they just do it to make money. They just do it to get money is what they do. They do it to put money in their coffers. And what for? Well, we got 3 places that you mow. Now, I could see if we had a pool, but we don't. We don't have a pool. So, okay, enough crying about that. If you guys are watching the NBA playoffs at all, a lot of things are happening, a lot of fast. I think the Miami Heat advanced. Let me go in here to ESPN, see if they got the bracket up for the NBA. Let's see here. NBA playoffs. I don't know who your team. My team's the Pistons, and they weren't in it, so they're not in it anymore. But they're out. I don't think they have a bracket though. Let's see. Playoff standings. Let's try standings. Nope, don't have it there either. You'd think, the East is the Pacers and the Wizards, and the Heat and the Nets. Somebody advanced tonight to, I think it's the Heat. The Heat beat the Nets and will be advancing to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals. Yes, Miami Heat, 4-1 over Brooklyn. Brooklyn goes home. Right now, Indiana leads its series with Washington 3-2. And they didn't play tonight. And in Portland and San Antonio leads that one 3-1. I think it's going to be San Antonio and Miami. And then Oklahoma leads the LA Clippers 3-2 out there in the West. And of course, the Clippers, man, I don't know how they're doing what they're doing. I have no idea how they've gotten this far. I really don't. It is amazing. Of course, the Clippers are the team that has Donald Sterling, who is their owner, who, in the privacy of his own home, was taped by his girlfriend, who then said that a friend of hers leaked it to TMZ. And now Donald Sterling made a statement not too long ago that he should have just paid her off. I know what was going on there. That was blackmail. That was blackmail. Donald Sterling didn't back down, and she released this tape that she taped of him basically complaining to her about all the guys she was banging and not to bring them to the game. And she's the one that brought up all the race, that kind of directed the conversation. And, of course, when you get somebody frustrated, and you know what? I don't care if he's a racist. This is what I want you to show me, folks. All these people that are mad at Donald Sterling. We'll get into this a little more in the second segment because this really burns my ass. Show me in how he conducted his business with the LA Clippers if he has ever held somebody back, paid somebody less, or suppressed somebody because of race. Show me an example of how he is a billionaire businessman, how he has led his life suppressing people because of their race, because he didn't like them because of their race. And if you put in context that the conversation he was having between him and his girlfriend, who was just manipulating him, really, as women tend to do, that he didn't want her to flaunt the fact that she was sleeping with other men on social media. And he really didn't like the fact that she was cheating with other men, and those men were black, which I don't think it had... I think he would have been mad either way, but that's kind of... You got to think about it. It might be racist, but if you're a white guy and you got a girlfriend or a wife, and she's cheating on you with someone of another race, that hurts. Just like a black guy, if his wife is cheating on him with a white guy or a Hispanic, there's something different about that. It's just different. I don't know what it is. I know if a black couple's together and he cheats with a white woman, forget about it. That's like, forget it. That's like a huge slap in the face. So imagine him. He's seeing his girlfriend pretty much flaunt everywhere on social media that she's sleeping around. And that's really if you think about that, if you listen to the conversation in that context, where he was talking about her sleeping around and then bringing these guys that she's having affairs with on him to the games, then it kind of puts it in better context and how she manipulated him, and how, like you said, he should have just paid her. Should have just gave her what she wanted. She probably wanted a bunch of money, but I could just tell with that conversation, her tone and the way she was manipulating the conversation. She had an agenda. That agenda was to make him look bad. I don't think she meant it for him to lose the team or for it to go, because, young kids like that, she's 22, 23, I think. Young kids like that, they don't think about that. They're just thinking about themselves. And, you've got a multi-billion-dollar sugar daddy, basically giving her everything she wants, and then at the end of the day, she wanted more, and he put his foot down and said no, and then she had a reaction. But there was a lot of stuff back and forth between. He was on Anderson Cooper. We'll play some clips from that from CNN's Anderson Cooper. Also, they talked to Magic Johnson, who was sleeping with his girlfriend. And in that context, I wouldn't respect Magic Johnson either. I don't care who you are or what color you are. If I'm married to somebody, or if I got a girlfriend and we're in a relationship that I believe is committed, and you sleep with her, don't be all offended if I call you a name, or if you think I'm racist. No, it's because you were sleeping with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? And I wasn't okay with it. All right, you can tweet me at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio. K&L Services is one of our proud sponsors. Go check them out. We've got their commercials running almost every hour with the information on how to get in touch to use their services. What K&L does is they basically come into your company, your small business, and they are your infrastructure. They pay the bills. They make sure the taxes get paid. They make sure your employees get paid. It's just a full service type deal, and that's K&L Services, proud sponsors of Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and you are on the air. We'll be back after these messages.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
Hey you, sitting in front of your computer dreaming that you could be paid to play games. Now it's possible. Start making money today playing new video games. How would you like to sit in the comfort of your own home, play and test games, eat pizza, drink soda, and get a nice big fat paycheck at the end of the month? This is a perfect opportunity for gamers, students, or someone that just doesn't have the time to commute to a dead-end part-time job, or for anyone who wants to sit in their pajamas and work from home. Join now, risk-free. Start your 7-day trial today at www.gamingjobsonline.com. That's www.gamingjobsonline.com. Game now.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Introducing Fast Locksmith, a locally owned mobile locksmith service providing 24 hours assistance in the Washington, D.C. area. We have very affordable prices and our customer service is amazing. Our service includes house, commercial property, office, automotive lockouts, safes, and more. Call today to get a quote at 888-959-8984 or visit us online at fastlocksmithdc.com. That's fastlocksmithdc.com.
Wow, that tiger lily on your shoulder has amazing colors.
Thanks. I just got this tattoo a week ago.
What? No way. That tattoo looks totally healed. My tattoos never looked that great after a week. What did you use on it?
It's not what I used on it, it's what I used in it.
Now you're just making fun of me. What do you mean in it?
Tattoo Rick told me that it's not only what you put on your tattoos, it's what you put in your body that also affects your tattoos.
Great. Another thing I have to change about my diet.
No, nothing like that. I take the tattoo pill.
Really? There's a pill for tattoos?
Yeah, it's called a tattoo pill. It's packed with 30 vitamins and minerals that your body needs to help operate at ideal level. It helps me before, during, and after my tattoo. Great thing is, it's made here in the United States from all natural ingredients. And for people like me that are vegetarians, the tattoo pill comes in a veggie capsule and is gluten-free.
Okay, you got me. Where do I get this tattoo pill?
TheTattooPill.com.
TheTattooPill.com?
Yes, all one word, TheTattooPill.com.
Get the most out of your productions by getting your music mixed and mastered by Subtrash Studios. We only use professional-grade equipment to ensure your songs sound the best it can. Come see how we can help at subtrashstudios.com. That's subtrashstudios.com.
This is Jason Merrill from the John and Jay Show every Tuesday nights at 11 Eastern on Live 365 Radio, home of the big guns.
All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network. Just a reminder, all the views and opinions tonight expressed by me, your host, are mine and mine alone. Don't go bugging Joe. Don't go sending off all these emails to corporate. They don't care. Well, they do care. But send it to me. And hey, more importantly, if you disagree with me, let's talk about it. Tweet me at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio, or if you'd like to come on the air and you got Spreaker, go to Mike Allen Sports, send me an invite. I'm looking at it right now. Once I see it come in, we'll get you on the air. We'll talk about it. All righty. Right before we went into the break, we were talking about the owner of the Clippers who he basically got screwed over is what he got. But he got recorded by his girlfriend saying some things that were taken as being racist. And somehow, according to the girlfriend, it got leaked to TMZ by a friend who she won't identify. She leaked it. Come on. Hey, are we that stupid? But anyway, he's basically been banned from the NBA because of what he said in the privacy of his own home between him and his slut girlfriend. And I'll say it. If she'd like to come on the show and defend her actions, she can come on the show. They've been too nice to her. I saw the couple of interviews that she had, and they're way too nice. She needs to come on my show because basically I've been done wrong by a woman, and that woman did him wrong. Did him wrong big time. And you can hate Donald Sterling. You can say he's a racist. I don't agree. I'm not a racist myself, so I don't agree with some of the stuff he said. But in the context of what it was being said, she manipulated him. She knew what she was doing. Now, if he's a racist, why does he own a basketball team where he hires a black coach over all the other coaches? And why does he have a girlfriend who's half black and half Mexican? And he's Jewish. You get where I'm going with this? Doesn't make much sense, does it? But anyway, Anderson Cooper had this guy on his show, and let's listen to a little bit of Anderson Cooper talking to Donald Sterling here, courtesy of CNN News and YouTube. It's now up on YouTube. So let's take a listen. This is a little bit of what he was saying, and I'll comment as we go. Oh, hold on. Maybe not. It's called the slider. Okay, we'll get it here. All right, here we go.
I'm a good member who made a mistake, and I'm apologizing, and I'm asking for forgiveness. Am I entitled to one mistake? Am I, after 35 years? I mean, I love my league. I love my partners. Am I entitled to one mistake? It's a terrible mistake, and I'll never do it again.
The vice president of the NBA Players Association, Roger Mason, he said that the players won't accept anyone in the Sterling family owning the Clippers, not you, not your wife, not your son-in-law, not your daughter. Do you believe that?
I really don't know. The people that are going to decide my fate, I think, are not the media and not the Players Union, but the NBA.
The owners.
Pardon me?
The owners.
The owners. If the owners feel I deserve another chance, then they'll give it to me.
But there is a path for you to fight their decision, isn't there?
Of course. But if you fight with my partners, what at the end of the road, what do I benefit?
Okay, let me stop this for a minute. I don't know if anybody's seen Donald Sterling on TV. I don't know if they've seen his demeanor. I don't know if they've seen what he looks like. But just listening to him talk, Here's my question. How the hell did this guy make billions of dollars? If I'm a billionaire, if I'm a self-made billionaire, if I've built an entire industry to where I'm sitting and that I'm a billionaire. He's a billionaire, not a millionaire, a billionaire. I think he did it with real estate and investing. How the heck? Let's keep listening. The guy. Look, I would have told everybody, hey, the chick set me up. I'm not a racist. I own a basketball team. This is stupid. There was a conversation between her. She's out philandering on me. She's out cheating on me. Well, I was cheating on my wife with her, but that doesn't matter. Hey, you know what? It's none of your damn business. That's what I would have said. I'd be taking that billions of dollars, and I'd be burying that girl. Because, for one thing, it was in California, and it's illegal by law. It's a felony to record somebody without their knowledge. Now, in Texas, it can be one-sided. I can record somebody without somebody else knowing about it. But in California, both sides have to know about it. And he didn't know he was being recorded. He had no idea it was being recorded. Let's listen to some more. This is Donald Sterling interview with Anderson Cooper. This was live. This is on CNN, and I'm getting it off of YouTube, so it's out there in the public now. So here it is. Here's Donald Sterling talking with Anderson Cooper.
Especially at my age, if they fight with me and they spend millions and I spend millions, let's say I win or they win, I just don't know if that's important.
Why wait so long to apologize? It's been a couple of weeks. You could have come out.
That's a very good question. I'm so emotionally distraught. And the reason it's hard for me, very hard for me, is that I'm wrong. I caused the problem. I don't know how to correct it.
Do you trust people? I mean, there have been a couple of phone recordings just in the last week or two that have come out of people you've talked to on the phone, or seems to be your voice, who then sold it to, Radar Online or TMZ. And I hear that and I think, do you have anyone you trust around you?
I don't give interviews. The only one that I know that I talked to is Magic Johnson.
You have talked to him?
Twice. And then,
Did you apologize?
He knew the girl, he said. He knew the girl well. Did
you apologize to him? Or?
Well, if I said anything wrong, I'm sorry. He's a good person, and he's
cheating on you with your girlfriend. I can't listen to this. How does this guy make billions? How does this guy make billions? Anyway, that was Donald Sterling and Anderson Cooper. And the guy see, this is right now what you're witnessing in this guy. He's 81 years old. He spent his entire life building this empire, and it's about ready to get torn down by a 22-year-old bikini model. 5 years out of high school. Unbelievable. And of course, Magic Johnson is just totally taken aback that Donald would be this racist. And of course, he got caught dipping his girlfriend, which I don't know why she would have any relation. Magic came out with having the AIDS virus 20 years ago now. So I don't understand. You know what? It's drama. It's being played out. Of course, it's being manipulated by the press. Anderson Cooper cut him off a couple of times. If you were watching on YouTube, you can go to YouTube and just type in Donald Sterling, and they've got Donald Sterling, Anderson Cooper, and you can see that the Anderson Cooper, just in that short clip there, when I think Donald Sterling would say, well, she was sleeping with Magic Johnson, Anderson Cooper cut him off. Cut him off and keep him on track that he's a racist and he deserves to get his NBA franchise that he basically built into a playoff team that's going to, going to the finals probably. He did that under his watch, and now they're going to rip it away from him over some chick. Bitches, man, bitches. But everybody's talking about this, and I'm not going to talk about this much anymore other than to say this, guys. If you find somebody that you love, if you find a love of your life that you want to spend the rest of your life with, as soon as you get into a conversation where she's directing the conversation and saying things just to make you mad, it's over. It's over. It's over. Just stop what you're doing and start the proceedings of separation and just get out of it. Because anybody that does that to somebody, like this chick did to Donald, like I've had done to me with some relationships I've been in, anytime you have that happen to you where the other party is just saying stuff and then say, oh, I'm just asking you a question. Being on that, oh, I love you too, baby, but this and this. That's just, I listened to the taped recordings of him and her, and she was just so manipulating, putting words in his mouth, directing the conversation. And this poor guy, you just get to a point when you're the one being attacked like that, the overwhelming weight of lack of respect, lack of politeness, the fact that the person that you're having this conversation with is doing nothing but trying to get you upset to make them look good and to get you off your balance and get you off your game. If you're in a relationship like that, and your partner is starting to manipulate you and have you talk, and is talking down to you, and is talking and saying things just to make you mad, or if you're starting to make a point, then they change the subject real quick. And they change the subject to something else. Get out. You're done. You're done. Friends don't talk to friends like that. And if you're married to somebody or going with somebody and they're doing that to you, get out. You're done. There's nothing you can do. Go get your heartbreak, crawl into a bottle for a little while, get over it, but you're done. Because people that do that kind of stuff to other people are manipulating them. And that's not love. Manipulation is not love. That's something I had to learn. And just my own personal journey through life with the relationships I've had. If you're being manipulated, that's not love. That is not love at all. So get out. Get out of the situation. As fast as you can. Don't wait around, because it's over. And with Donald Sterling, bless his heart, however he feels, unless you can prove to me that he physically did something to that organization because of the racism to harm someone or to hold somebody back or to pay somebody less than what they're worth because of their race, or if he made decisions in his business that were race that would benefit one race over another, then all this crap with him losing his team over a private conversation he had with a very manipulative, conniving little bitch, then give him his team back and leave him alone. Because I think you'll be hard-pressed to find a billionaire in this time, in 2014, even the 2000s, even back in the 1990s, where blatant racism, the racism that they're trying to portray in this case to where he is so racist that he's just this white supremacist racist pig, even though he's Jewish and has a black Mexican girlfriend and owns an organization that's 85% African American, that they're going to take away a basketball team. Unless you can show me that, give him his team back and leave him alone. Leave him alone. Where's this going to end? I'm sitting here in the multi-$100 studios of Armed Radio Global, Texas. Do you mean to tell me that I could say something off air, maybe use the C word or an F word, in the privacy of my own home, and it gets recorded by a friend of mine or a woman or somebody, and then it gets sent to one of our competitors and played over the air, and the way it's manipulated, it sounds like I'm a racist, that I could lose everything? That I would be ostracized? Isn't that itself racist? Aren't you just feeding that now? Do you know how many multi-billionaires right now that have 20-something-year-old mistresses are checking for bugs everywhere in their house right now because of the thought police? These statements were said in the privacy of his own home, behind closed doors, not in public, not in a position where he was saying them to hold somebody down or anything. This was between him and his girlfriend, talking about he didn't want her bringing around the guys that she was banging. Bitches, man, bitches. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air. And we'll be back after these commercial messages.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
An adventure of, well, domestic proportions. The Secret of St. Mary's follows the lives of a very curious Bronte the cat and his friend Cosmo the dog. Cosmo is a lovable golden-haired Kelpie Labrador who is always excited to experience new things. Bronte is a gray and white muggy cat who likes to visit her friend Cosmo. Bronte discovers a secret at St. Mary's Church, and with the help of Cosmo, helps her discover where the secret will take them. Come join their adventures as they unravel the mysteries of the Secret of St. Mary's. Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and directly from the Tafford Publishing, or as an ebook. To lose weight, gain energy and performance, age more youthfully, or enhance your skin at the cellular level, then Isogenics is for you. Simply take a portion of your grocery budget and put it towards your health. I understand life gets busy, but there is no better time to pursue your health goals than with Isogenics today. Barry Oxford would like to set up an appointment with you to answer any questions and help you better understand why Isogenics and why now. Please visit his website at www.barryoxford.isogenics.com. That's BARRYOXFORD.ISAGENIX.com to either buy products or sign up. Save 33% if you act right now. This message brought to you by Barry Oxford, your Isogenics independent associate. Whether building, expanding, or remodeling, the name in site work is Savino Contracting. Experts in demolition, excavation, sewer and septic tank installation, and site prep. Get in touch on Twitter at Savino Contract or call 508-989-0960 or email to evsavino@yahoo.com. Savino Contracting has what it takes to get the job done.
The high cost of cable TV has led many people to wonder whether there's a better way to get access to the best HD programming. Driven Communications is a national satellite retailer that makes it easy to switch over to satellite from cable as quickly and inexpensively as possible. For a free limited-time consultation on how we can address all your HD needs, call us today at 1-800-686-5984. That's 1-800-686-5984.
Glastic water bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting for? Did you know that 50 is the new 30? There's a new book that just came out called Women's and Lemons. Your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. And although written for the quintastic woman specifically, it is a must-read book for all women. You will need to order the Women's and Lemons Adventure Journal too for the interactive action steps. You won't be able to put this book down and your life will never be the same. Begin your adventure today and be determined to live and enjoy your dream. Order the book and the Adventure Journal on Amazon.com today. Women's and Lemons, your time really is now. Grab a hold of those lemons and squeeze all the juice that life has to offer you.
Come join me, Matt Hazley, your host for Straight Talk, where we will take a journey into the deepest regions of your mind. Yeah, right. Nah, just kidding. Join me every Monday and Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where every topic is fair game. Only on ARM Radio, home of the big guns.
All right, welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen. You are listening to the Armed Radio Global Network, and this is On the Air. I broadcast this show every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here from the multi-$100 studios of Armed Radio Global, Texas. All the views and opinions of tonight's show are mine and mine alone. If you'd like to have a complaint, email it to MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. Leave everybody else alone. I'm saying it, you deal with me. Want to get me fired? Well, don't answer that question. But if you'd like to have a debate about anything, or if you'd like to talk about things, then hey, hit me up at Twitter. Tweet me at Mike Allen Sports. Hashtag it Armed Radio. Give me your opinion on what we're talking about tonight, or if you'd like to come on the air, go to Skype. Mike Allen Sports on Skype. Send me an invite, and we'll get you on the air. We were talking about Donald Sterling, and I'm done with that. But another big happening that we had this last weekend was the 2014 NFL Draft. And I would just like to personally congratulate Nehemiah Hicks of the graduating class of 2010 from Hutto High School. Just got his degree and did 4 years at Texas A&M University and was drafted in the 7th round. And he will be playing. Well, he will be reporting to the Miami Dolphins. So Nehemiah Hicks, tight end and defensive end for the Hutto Hippos, will be taking his talents to South Beach. I think that's pretty dang cool. Congratulations, Nemo, to you and your family. Good kid, humble kid, played hard for us here at Hutto. Did very well at Texas A&M. He's a starting tight end for A&M. You didn't hear a lot about him, but he got the job done enough to get picked up by a professional team. So if he makes the roster, the 54-man roster this year, he will be only the second Hutto Hippo in the history of the high school to make it to the NFL. The other one being Jeremy Curley, who is a utility wide receiver for the New York Jets. So we'll have two in the league. And I think I talked to Coach Van Meter today, and I will be returning as the voice of the Hutto Hippos on Friday nights, and I'm very excited about that. I think he's got a great thing going there. He's a good guy. I just had a very nice conversation with him, very short, only about 20 minutes. I don't want to take up a lot of his time because he's very busy, but he was very, very confident that he's got the kids on the right path, and we should have a pretty good season this year, and I think we will. Just in my short conversation with him, he seemed like a very good guy. I can't wait to work with him and work with the Hutto Hippos. And I think as a gift to the team, I'm going to get some of those fathead, those fathead things. I'm going to get one of Jeremy Curley, and then if Nemo makes it on with Miami, we'll get his big fathead cut out, and we'll go ahead and put it in the weight room in the Kyle G. West Field House here at Hippo Stadium. Kyle G. West, just FYI, was a graduate of Hutto High School and was killed on duty as a United States service member overseas. So they dedicated the field house in his name, and we need to put some fatheads up there, Jeremy and Nemo, and give those guys some hope that you can make it out of a small town. I mean, this is a town of, 17,000? It's a Class 4A school. It's not that big. Not that big. And you can make it. You can do it. You can make it all the way to the NFL. So congratulations to Nemo. Another thing happened in the draft is Johnny Manziel. I had him going fourth to... who did I have him going to? In the fourth round to Tennessee, I think. And he dropped all the way down. Still in the first round, but he was the 26th pick going to the Cleveland Browns. You know the Cleveland Browns, that place where quarterbacks go to die. So good luck to Johnny Manziel. He's going to need it because Cleveland has zero offensive line. They've got kind of an okay passing core. Their defense is a little bit stronger. They picked up some good draft and on defense, and they picked up a couple of wide receivers. But man, unless you got an offensive line, forget it. So he'll be scrambling for his life. But good luck to Johnny Manziel. But you know what? That wasn't the big story. No, that wasn't the big story. The big story was this cat named Sams, who used to play for Missouri. He was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. And he went in the 7th round. So why are we talking about this guy, Sams? Well, he's gay. And he's not only, which isn't a big deal. I mean, gay is gay. But he came out and said he was gay. So he came out and he's the first openly gay football player. Now, notice I said he's not the first gay football player, because there have been plenty of gay football players. He's the first openly gay football player. And when he was drafted by the St. Louis Rams, they had a TV camera at his house, of course, to get his reaction. Now, this is in the 7th round. This is like late Sunday. They had a camera there, and when he was picked, he gave his boyfriend a big old kiss on the mouth. All right, here's my take. It's caused a lot of controversy. It's caused, of course, the propagandists and the big news have picked it up and ran with it. Everybody's talking. As a matter of fact, we had a talk show host here in Texas actually walk off the set of her show. And let's go. I haven't reviewed this, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I'm just going to go ahead and play it. And I haven't edited it or anything. It's 9 minutes long, but we'll skip through it. But basically, they were talking about Sams, and I haven't seen it. Let's listen to it together. This is Michael Sam at the Dallas-Fort Worth Morning Show, the broadcast. So it's a Dallas-Fort Worth Morning Show. Host Amy Kirshner. Here we go.
If you're just joining us for our second hour here, we're sure glad you're with us. Great first hour. So I know that you girls talked about this yesterday, obviously, because it was big
Lisa
news,
Pinerio.
the Michael Sam story.
Kiss scene around the world.
The kiss scene around the world, yeah. Now, Dale Hansen from WFAA, the ABC affiliate here in Dallas, is at it again. I absolutely love Dale Hansen. I've never met him, but I love his approach to this issue, to this gay athlete issue. You'll remember he was the one that made it to Ellen because of the comments.
I think he's trying to get on Ellen again.
and he
Or
might.
just trying to stand up for something.
He very well might, but I think we have a little bit of the video of what he had to say about Michael Sam being chosen 249th in the draft. Take a listen.
Now, you'll never convince me there were 248 better college players and better NFL prospects in that draft. 248 better than the SEC's Defensive Player of the Year? There's just no way. I've worked with gay men in my station and in my department for more than 40 years now. And not one of those guys has ever hit on me, and I'm starting to get a little ticked off about it. Not now, but hey, in my day, I was a good-looking guy, and yet nobody tried.
This guy's Dale Hansen from WFAA TV in Dallas-Fort Worth. Dale Hansen.
So he has this way about him of just bringing it back to humor, which I really appreciate, and kind of making light of everybody needs to just relax, I think, on this. I wasn't here yesterday while you guys were talking about it, so I didn't know, how you felt about this moment, which is really gotten a lot of attention. There's been an NFL player, can't remember the name, who texted horrible after he saw that on ESPN. There was a college player who texted something that was derogatory about seeing that kiss that Michael shared with his boyfriend in celebration. And they came down on those players who didn't have nice things to say, with fines and basically letting them know that, hey,
they were fined? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They were fined for expressing how they felt.
Mm-hmm.
They were fined for
what happened to
making
America?
Well, here's the deal, Susie.
Because they are
It's
part
as
of an
racist
organization.
as the Clippers owner is coming off. People that are making tacky comments about this guy
This
being a
is-
homosexual and kissing his boyfriend.
Courtney
those are
Kerr.
just as
Courtney
racist.
Kerr from the show.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just what?
Those comments are just as racist.
Biased.
Like making comments about that it's gross to see two men kiss on ESPN. We have to see men kiss on NBC and on ABC
Why are
and
you
on
shaking your
HBO.
head?
What's the difference?
I want to know what you're thinking. Why are you shaking your head?
I'm shaking my head because people don't have the right to express the way they feel if it offends somebody else. I live in America. I still feel like I have the right of freedom of speech, and I don't have to be penalized for my own opinions, especially in my own house, that I have that right as an American.
But they're not in your own house if you're putting them on Twitter.
Wait a minute. I'm talking about in my house, as what's his name was in his house.
Michael Sam?
The
No,
other
the
guy.
Clippers coach.
The Clippers guy was in his home when was recorded
Taped privately.
And now two people say that they don't like to see the kissing and they're fined. That's their right to say.
Was anybody fined when they said something bad about
his
Tebow?
home as well. Michael Sam and his boyfriend were in their hotel.
And they
room,
took
their
a
home.
picture
They
and
invited
posted it all
ESPN
over.
to air it live.
Took a picture.
Well,
Right.
they knew ESPN.
Why are they allowed to kiss?
And why aren't I allowed to say it? I
Because
didn't
when you make
like
comments that say it offends you and you don't want to watch it, it kind of comes off as being racist towards homosexuals.
gosh,
I'm gonna
racist
tell you
is
what,
the
this is
new
the problem.
word
This
of
is
the
the
world.
problem.
Hello.
You can't say what you feel without being persecuted. If it doesn't go along.
Okay, guys, I'm going to cut to a commercial real quick. We're going to come back and explore this a little bit because what people don't understand is, yes, you have a right to your opinion in this country. And, yes, that opinion is covered under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. However, you still got to take responsibility for what's being said. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network. And you are on the air. We'll be right back. You're listening. I already said what you're listening to. You'll be back at the top of the hour. Back in a minute.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Do you want to be healthy, happy, and fit? Are you tired of being tired and looking to improve your lifestyle? Well, Fitvation.com is for you. It's a site full of useful tips and articles about fitness, health, and beauty for both men and women. They also do some really useful equipment reviews. So no matter what you need to boost your fitness, Fitvation's got it. Check it out, because you matter.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Hey, you, sitting in front of your computer dreaming that you could be paid to play games. Now it's possible. Start making money today playing new video games. How would you like to sit in the comfort of your own home, play and test games, eat pizza, drink soda, and get a nice big fat paycheck at the end of the month? This is a perfect opportunity for gamers, students, or someone that just doesn't have the time to commute to a dead-end part-time job, or for anyone who wants to sit in their pajamas and work from home. Join now, risk-free. Start your 7-day trial today at www.gamingjobsonline.com. That's www.gamingjobsonline.com. Game now.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Introducing Fast Locksmith, a locally owned mobile locksmith service providing 24 hours assistance in the Washington, D.C. area. We have very affordable prices and our customer service is amazing. Our service includes house, commercial property, office, automotive lockouts, safes, and more. Call today to get a quote at 888-959-8984 or visit us online at fastlocksmithdc.com. That's fastlocksmithdc.com.
Wow, that tiger lily on your shoulder has amazing colors.
Thanks. I just got this tattoo a week ago.
What? No way. That tattoo looks totally healed. My tattoos never looked that great after a week. What did you use on it?
It's not what I used on it, it's what I used in it.
Now you're just making fun of me. What do you mean in it?
Tattoo Rick told me that it's not only what you put on your tattoos, it's what you put in your body that also affects your tattoos.
Great. Another thing I have to change about my diet.
No, nothing like that. I take the tattoo pill.
Really? There's a pill for tattoos?
Yeah, it's called a tattoo pill. It's packed with 30 vitamins and minerals that your body needs to help operate at ideal level. It helps me before, during, and after my tattoo. Great thing is, it's made here in the United States from all natural ingredients. And for people like me that are vegetarians, the tattoo pill comes in a veggie capsule and is gluten-free.
Okay, you got me. Where do I get this tattoo pill?
TheTattooPill.com.
TheTattooPill.com?
Yes, all one word, TheTattooPill.com.
This is Jason Merrill from the John and Jay Show every Tuesday nights at 11 Eastern on Live 365 Radio, home of the big guns.
All right, we are back. After the top of the hour, you're listening to On the Air. I'm Mike Allen, and this is the Armed Radio Global Network. We are on so many platforms. You're obviously listening to me on one of the platforms. Now, if you clicked on the link from Twitter on Spreaker, there's just too many. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by the generous contributions of K&L Services. K&L Services will basically come in and take over all that busy work that you have to do when you're dealing with employees, payroll, taxes, all that stuff. They're the one-stop shop for taking care of the infrastructure of your small business needs. So give them a call, knlservices.com. See if they're the right fit for you. All right, we were talking about a DFW TV show, where the hosts were kind of getting a little heated over the Michael Sam's kiss of his boyfriend after finding out 248 picks into the draft in the 7th round that he was going to the St. Louis Rams. Let's pick it up again. This is on the DFW morning show, The Broadcast. Basically 4 gals. It's a morning show, so you can just kind of see the aesthetics there. I would say it's called a local version of The View. Let's listen in.
As a whole, I said they air sports, and they promote sportsmanship, and they promote all-American sports.
But that's what they were doing.
But when parents do not have a choice as to whether or not they want their children to see this, it's wrong.
But it's the same thing when you turn on Community and you turn on Parenthood.
I don't watch any of that.
Turn on,
don't watch it.
But I'm just saying, you can't. I think it's a positive when it's finally we've gotten to a place that a football player who probably would have been scorned for coming out as a black man and has probably dealt with plenty of racist issues now can come out and say, not only am I a proud black man, but I'm a proud black homosexual man, and I'm going to kiss my white boyfriend on ESPN. And that's a moment of celebration for something very exciting that happened to him because he worked his butt off, and now we're beating him up
Amy,
because
why are you
he
making,
kissed his
why are you
boyfriend.
making a face?
I don't call it a moment of celebration.
But we're not attacking people that are
why don't you call
it? Here's the thing.
Or cheating on their wives.
Hold on. Why aren't you calling that a moment of celebration? You didn't feel like that was a moment of celebration?
No, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's being pushed in faces.
Had he been kissing his wife, would it have bothered you?
I would have said, get a room. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see cake on your face.
So you don't want to see couples make out on Nicholas Sparks movies?
No.
Like you don't want to go see a romantic comedy and see people kiss? Like
and where are the cameras when that's happening?
Normally
the NFL players are kissing their moms.
Are we being completely truthful when you say that it would have bothered you just as much had he been kissing his wife as it did when he was kissing his boyfriend?
Kissed their wife
Here's the thing.
When they got signed to the NFL, we would not be talking about that.
Here's the thing. My turn. Here's the thing. ESPN would not have aired any of it had he been kissing his wife.
There have been plenty of celebratory moments shown on ESPN at the end of football games when they go and embrace their wife after they win the Super Bowl. There have been plenty of moments shown. So I just want to make sure that we're all being honest.
Can we agree that this was an opportunity to make news?
No, I think we can agree that we're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Well, we can agree that this was an opportunity to make news.
I agree.
Period.
But I don't think
he has every right to do whatever he wants.
That's not my
issue. He has every right to do what he wants. That is not my issue. I just don't want it in my face.
Well, then maybe you don't need to see romantic comedies.
Is it just me, or at this point would I bring in a waiting pool and Jell-O? I'm just saying.
People kiss
we're not
on
talking
television.
about movies, and we're not talking about television.
You don't want people kissing? Like, people kiss all the time. Like, why is
that
so
so? Don't put words in my mouth.
Why does she not have the right to say what she means without being slammed
saying,
back?
why is that so uncomfortable?
But no,
it's
an argument.
Asking.
Why can't we
why
just
don't we
accept
just go
that
to
she
Midland?
feels that way and leave it alone?
Well, I don't think that there's any argument about that. Okay, and you're going to leave.
No, I'm going to go to Midland.
Okay. Well, I guess next coming up, what's coming up next?
She made a good point. Michael Sam's was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. That means out of the entire Southeast Conference. And understand the Southeast Conference is one of the best. Holy cow, what the hell? Well, it's a car outside. One of the best conferences in college football, arguably. One of the best. And he was basically, last year, he was the best defensive player. The best. That means that all the schools in the SEC, as a defensive player, he was the top of the heap. And he went 247th or 248th in the 7th round. Now, let's put this in. Nehemiah Hicks went before Michael Sams in the draft to the Miami Dolphins. Nehemiah is African American. He's got a girlfriend, and I believe he's got a child. I'm not quite sure about that, but even if he did, he's I think he'd be a great father. But he went before. ESPN wasn't at his house. He was a very good. He started at tight end at Texas A&M, but you never really heard any. He didn't make any highlight reels really. He made a few, but not. He's not as. He wasn't the SEC offensive tight end of the year. So going in the 7th round to the Miami Dolphins was not only expected, it wasn't even covered. ESPN was not at his house. His family was there and posted it to Facebook, but there was no news cameras there. Even the local news wasn't there. Nobody was there at his house. Michael Sams went in the 7th round, and ESPN was at his house. Now, you can look at it this two ways. One, had Michael Sams not come out and said, I'm gay, and I'm going to own it, and I'm going to tell everybody I'm gay, he could have went in the 1st round, possibly even high 2nd. He's the defensive player of the year in the SEC. But since he came out and said, I'm gay, he dropped all the way to the 7th round. And the only reason that ESPN was in his room, it was in his home, to catch that moment when he got drafted by the Rams, was to see his reaction and to have his partner, his boyfriend, hanging on his arm. And then when he got, it was almost, to me, I mean, I watched it. It was almost like it was staged. I hate to say it. I'm very cynical about the propagandists. I'm very cynical about, what's being presented, how it's manipulated. And I can tell you right now, it looked a little canned to me. It was like, okay, when you get picked, make sure we make a big deal out of this. And the point that the gal was making is, why are we even worried about someone going in the 7th round? And the only reason we're worried about someone going in the 7th round, the only reason he's even a news item, is the fact that he's openly gay. And that the reaction he had was to give his boyfriend a big old smack on the lips. Now, me personally, I could care less if you're gay. If I owned a team, I'm looking at your skills, because you have to be pretty naive to believe that in 80 years that the NFL or that pro football has been around, 100 years that pro football has been around, that there has only been homosexuals, or only been, not homosexuals, there's only been straight guys playing. You'd have to be pretty naive. Let me break it to you this way. There's been gay football players before Michael Sams. Chances are there's gay hockey players, gay basketball players, gay soccer players, gay lacrosse players, gay baseball players. Pretty sure there's gay guys and gals that play in the other sports that are homosexual. And you have to be pretty stupid and naive to think that that's never happened. So as far as Michael Sams is concerned, for me, I think it was news that was created. I think it was shown on ESPN for shock value. I didn't really need to see him kiss his boyfriend, but I'm glad he's happy he went to the Rams. it didn't bother me that it was aired on TV because I understood the context of why it was being aired. It was being aired for shock value. It was being aired so that people watched it. So to get upset about it and say, well, I can't control what my kids are watching on ESPN when it's all about, sports and sportsmanship, and all of a sudden they show... Well, I think it was put best by a radio talk host that I listened to during the daytime. And when you're in this business of talk show, you listen to other talk shows, not only for inspiration, but just to make sure you're on the right track and to give you ideas about things to talk about, because there's things out there to talk about. And this is the best way I put it. A caller called in and said, what would you do if your son saw that on TV and then had to turn around and ask you why? Why were two men kissing? And his answer to that was brilliant. And it would be the same thing I would tell my kids or anybody else or any other child that turned around and saw that and turned around to me and said, hey, why are two guys kissing like that? What is going on? This is what I'd tell him. Same thing that radio... And I thought it was brilliant. And that's why I listened to his show. And it's a great talk show, and it's hilarious. And he's got a good chemistry with the guys in there. But this is what I'd tell him. Son or daughter, because they love each other. Because they're important to each other. Because that's who that person loves. Yeah, but Daddy, they're both guys. Well, sometimes either you can believe that you're born that way, or that people choose that that's who they want to love, and you can't fault them for that. You just got to wish them the best, and they're going to have enough challenges as it is, and you just got to know, son or daughter, that there's people out there that they love people of the same sex, and that's called homosexuality, and it'd be a learning moment. And it wouldn't be anything to be afraid of. It wouldn't be anything to shy away from. It wouldn't be anything to create a hate or create a bias in your children. You just tell them like it is. They kissed each other because they love each other. And because they're a couple. And sometimes guys like guys and girls like girls. And that's life. And if one of my kids one day said, Daddy... and neither one of them did, I know. But if they did, I was prepared for that when I was a young father, and my kids were still too young to even figure that out. If one of them came to me and said, Dad, this is my boyfriend, or my daughter would come to me and say, Dad, this is my girlfriend. The first question out of my mouth would be, do you love him? If they said yes, then I'd welcome him into the home. I am a Christian. I do believe that homosexuality is a sin, but I also believe this. I'm not the judge. I'm not the one that lays down the law. As a matter of fact, the book I read says, judge not, but love. So I'll love. And I won't judge, and I won't try to preach or make a deal like, I know best. And I'm certainly not going to teach hate. And I'm certainly not going to teach bias or contempt because somebody wants to live a certain way. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air. Be back after these messages.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Get the most out of your productions by getting your music mixed and mastered by Subtrash Studios. We only use professional-grade equipment to ensure your songs sound the best it can. Come see how we can help at subtrashstudios.com. That's subtrashstudios.com.
Of, well, domestic proportions. The Secret of St. Mary's follows the lives of a very curious Bronte the cat and his friend Cosmo the dog. Cosmo is a lovable golden-haired Kelpie Labrador who is always excited to experience new things. Bronte is a gray and white muggy cat who likes to visit her friend Cosmo. Bronte discovers a secret at St. Mary's Church, and with the help of Cosmo, helps her discover where the secret will take them. Come join their adventures as they unravel the mysteries of the Secret of St. Mary's. Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and directly from the Tafford Publishing, or as an ebook. To lose weight, gain energy and performance, age more youthfully, or enhance your skin at the cellular level, then Isogenics is for you. Simply take a portion of your grocery budget and put it towards your health. I understand life gets busy, but there is no better time to pursue your health goals than with Isogenics today. Barry Oxford would like to set up an appointment with you to answer any questions and help you better understand why Isogenics and why now. Please visit his website at www.barryoxford.isogenics.com. That's BARRYOXFORD.ISAGENIX.com to either buy products or sign up. Save 33% if you act right now. This message brought to you by Barry Oxford, your Isogenics independent associate. Building, expanding, or remodeling. The name in site work is Savino Contracting. Experts in demolition, excavation, sewer and septic tank installation, and site prep. Get in touch on Twitter at Savino Contract or call 508-989-0960 or email to evsavino@yahoo.com. Savino Contracting has what it takes to get the job done.
The high cost of cable TV has led many people to wonder whether there's a better way to get access to the best HD programming. Driven Communications is a national satellite retailer that makes it easy to switch over to satellite from cable as quickly and inexpensively as possible. For a free limited-time consultation on how we can address all your HD needs, call us today at 1-800-686-5984. That's 1-800-686-5984.
Glastic water bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting for?
All right, we are back. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by the general contributions of K&L Services. If you'd like your business to grow and you'd like some assistance with managing your payroll, managing your budget, managing your employees' taxes, managing your taxes, managing your bookkeeping, there's a company already in place to do that and take all the worry and stress out of that, so you're free to run your business. That's K&L Services. You can reach them at knlservices.com. I'm Mike Allen. All views and opinions expressed by me tonight are mine and mine alone. And do not belong to anyone else. So don't think that you're going to get me in trouble or get me fired or anything. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, if you'd like to confront me on it, if you'd like to talk to me about it, at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio. I'm looking at Twitter right now. You guys need to learn how to use Twitter, man. Just send me something. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, my goodness. Well, we were talking before the break about Michael Samms and this kiss, and one of the TV hosts up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area left the set. Said, "I'm out of here. I'm going to Midland." So she quit. She quit and walked off the set. And you know, at the end of the day, you can't go through life trying to make others conform to how you think, or your values, or your morals, or your character. All you can do is be the best you. All you can do is go out every day and hold your own morals and standards, and hopefully people will be drawn to you and then try to emulate you. But with everybody else, you just got to love them. You just got to love them where they're at. And if they're gay, if they're straight, if they're black, they're white, they're Mexican, they're Asian, whatever. You just got to take people one at a time and judge them like Dr. Martin Luther King said. You got to judge them by the content of their character. You know, you got to judge them by how they act and how they talk to you, and how they treat you, and then treat them better. However they treat you, you treat them better. And that's how it goes. We're going to get off the Michael Samms thing here. We had a couple of instances that came up on the old Facebook. One of them, what would you do if you bought a couch, and in this couch, after you bought it, and you bought it for, say, $20, and you took it home and you were moving it around and putting it in your house and moving things around, and something came loose and you reached up in there and you found a wad of money. And you got to investigating a little more and you found more money. And then all of a sudden, you had $40,000 that was stuck in this couch. I know it's crazy. $40,000. What would you do? Tweet me at Mike Allen Sports, hashtag it Armed Radio. I know you're out there listening. I'm looking at the thing here. What would you do if you found $40,000 in the couch cushions of your couch? Well, this happened to some kids, some college kids, in New York State, I believe. Let me find it here. Got all my things open. I'm trying something new tonight. I'm trying to save paper, so I didn't print out everything like I usually do. And I found this on Viral Nova. I don't know if you guys know Viral Nova, but it's a pretty cool website. It's trending stories and stuff on the internet. And they had this story, and of course now I can't find it because I'm trying to do it through trying to do it without paper because I'm trying to save trees. Now, if we would just grow hemp plants, I have to worry about saving trees, right? I can't find it. Anyway, they found $40,000 inside the couch, and they, thought about, what are we going to do with it? Should we keep it? $40,000 is that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That solves some problems, especially tax-free. But what they did is they got together. They found out. They went to the store that they bought the house from. It was like a Goodwill store type deal. And they went and they found out who the owner was. And they went and they took the money back. And it was a lady whose husband had died. She had saved up this money, and she had thought she'd lost it. But she'd saved up this money and had put it in the couch, and then when her husband died, gave it away. So she needed it. She saved it up for her to use it, and as a reward, she gave $1,000 to the kids. But you know what the bigger reward was for those kids is the fact that they sowed that seed. They sowed a $40,000 seed, and they did a good deed. They did a good deed, and that'll be returned one day. I really do. I believe it will. It'll be returned. Because you can't. I mean, if you think about it, that old lady saved all that money, did all the work to save that money, and it was the right thing to do for her to get that money back. And my hat's off to these kids, because you wouldn't see that these days too much. Most people would keep that money. They wouldn't go give it back. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad. I'm glad they gave the money back. I really am. Because I think they're better off for it. Well, this has been a fun show. Next week, we're going to have some guests on. We've got some Libertarian candidates here in Texas who are running for office, and we're going to get them on. I'm already been talking to Rebecca Paddock, who's running for the Senate seat. We've had Kathy Glass on. We're going to get on for, and Jamie Belasia has gotten the nomination for the district attorney for the state of Texas. And Jamie Belasia and I actually have a little bit of background. Where I was a DWI officer in Austin, and he was a DWI defense attorney. So we're going to try to get him on in the next coming weeks. Also, June, I don't have my calendar in front of me, and June, Enlightened Warriors, which used to be Belts of Honorius, and they changed their name to Enlightened Warriors. Enlightened Warriors, we're going to be on TV, folks. This is going to be pretty friggin' cool. It's going to be on TV locally, but then broadcast on Channel Austin, worldwide. So you'll be able to see yours truly ring announce amateur MMA, and they changed their name to Enlightened Warriors, and that will be the 21st of June. 21st of June, bell time 7. I think we're going to go live TV land about 8:30 or 9. So you'll be able to see me in the ring in my tuxedo and my handlebar mustaches. But we're going to have Niall Chavez on before the end of the month, and we'll have him on again with some of the fighters and stuff like that. So we've got a lot of guests coming up. This has kind of been an off week. We had a lot of storms come through. Of course, it knocked out some of our shows on Monday, but we've got a whole slew of talk shows that run all week long to entertain you, aside from playing music 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We've got more shows in the hopper. We just had a meeting today with Joe. He's got more stuff coming up. This is really getting to be fun. And, of course, I got to get off my butt. Big hats off to Matt Hazley, who's leading the pack right now and getting sponsors and stuff, and he is setting the example that we all need to follow. So, but if you're out there listening right now and you have a small business you'd like to promote, we're cheap, man. We are dirt cheap. We'll even cut the commercial for you. But give us a call, armedradio@armedmedia.net. You can give me a call at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. We'll get you on here. We'll get your commercial cut. We'll give you the commercial. You can use it for any other media you want, or you can advertise with us. But the shows that we have are Monday morning, and I'll be on next Monday morning. I'm going to try to get Nehemiah Hicks to come on and talk about his travels to the Miami Dolphins, if we can get through his agent. He's all big time now. But Nehemiah Hicks right now is penciled in for Monday. Come on at 6 a.m. in the morning, weather permitting. Now, we'll be on this Monday. 6 a.m. in the morning. Then at noon, Rick and Tara, Tattoo Rick and Tara, we'll talk about all things tattoos. They'll be on around noon time, and they'll talk about some other stuff too. Then at night, Matt Hazley starts off the week, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. He talks about just about anything. And he's really got a really good show. I listen to it on Mondays and Fridays. He's on Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. And that's Matt Hazley, golf pro from Iowa, Hawkeye Land, up there in Big Ten country. Tuesday night, Villanista was back, and she's got her shows going, and a lot of, was it the hot spot for the hot topics? It's Villanista, and she does a good job. And then right after her is John and Jay. And if you have not listened to the John and Jay show on Tuesday nights, you are missing out. These guys, it's like sitting in a conversation between four friends in a bar. That's the best way I can explain it. And it is good. It's entertaining. You'll laugh. It's good. So check them out. They're on right after Villanista on Tuesday nights. Then Wednesday nights, we'll be right back here next week with guests. On the air with Mike Allen. I start at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's 11 on the East Coast and 8 o'clock on the West Coast. Thursday night, Villanista comes back and talks a little bit more. And then immediately following her show is Night Talk with Joe Rocks. And he comes on, and he's always has an entertaining show, too. Him and Jackie and the dog. And then Friday, again, Matt closes it out at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So a lot of stuff going on here at Armed Radio Global. We got some more shows coming on. We're gonna do some terrestrial radio out east. Hopefully, maybe branch that out and network it all over the country. Who knows? But you've been listening live tonight on Live365.com, also Spreaker.com. So we got a whole lot of platform, a whole lot of fun stuff going on. But you know what? I'm going to call it a night. I know it's a little short tonight, but we've got some big things coming up. So don't despair. Don't despair. I'll be back. Alrighty. Well, that's weird. Oh, that's why. Oh, technology. Ain't technology fun? Let's try that again. Shall we? There we go. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you in part by K&L Services. Check them out, knlservices.com, and they'll come in and they will take care of all your needs. Pay your taxes, pay your payroll, and everything else. Big thanks to them. Tonight's broadcast is produced by Mike Allen Sports and is part of the Armed Radio Global Network. I'll see you Monday morning, 6 a.m. for Monday Morning Brew. For all of us here at the $100 studios of Armed Global Radio Texas, I'm Mike Allen, and we'll see you next week when you, again, will be on the air.